Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. Welcome to this isn't technically our first Restoration call, but it's kind of technically our first Restoration Nation call. So we're going to be doing this once a month, and we'll start to do it more, where we will break off from Commit Crew at minimum once a month. So right now it's scheduled to be the second Thursday of every month. We will break off and do our own team call. This will allow us to kind of hone in on our team's specific needs. We can do a brainstorming session. We can do Q&As. I'll probably post and ask for topics that you guys are struggling with so I can lead those. But I'm excited about the future of Restoration Nation. So I'm going to go over just a few quick announcements and then get right into the call because I've got a lot to go over and I want to make sure to have time for questions. So first announcement, and we're just going to touch on them briefly. They're all up in the team page. Diamond bonus qualifications, I put up a post this week on that. So if you're pushing for Diamond by the end of August, in order to qualify for that $250 bonus extra on top of that, you have to hit Success Club in July. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that. The second is Team Cup. Registration ends at the end of this month. So if you're not on a Team Cup team, I'm pretty sure our entire downline is in a team. We have 3 teams within Restoration Nation alone, which is so exciting. So I am super pumped. I know this is going to be the first time for a lot of you for Team Cup, and so we're going to talk about some pointers and guidelines about Team Cup as well. So just hang with me and we'll get there. So make sure you're registered if you're not already. The third one is the Leadership Retreat. That is in September for those of you who are local. And even if you're not local, if you want to make the trip, I would love for you to be there, but I totally understand. We have people all over the United States on this team. So, realistically speaking, it is in Emerald Isle, North Carolina. So would love to get more of our team there. So if you're thinking about going or you want to go and you don't quite meet the qualifications, make sure to message me and let's talk about it. And let's find a way to get you there because it's going to be a great week and it's our first retreat and I'm so excited about it. So those are my only 3 announcements. I have 3 things I want to go over tonight. So the first is I'm just going to do a little bit of vision casting. One of the scary and exciting and thrilling and terrifying things about being a leader is trying to cast vision to a team. And a lot of the times as a leader, you get held up with doing this piece of the puzzle because you don't want it to be about you. Like being an elite team is not a Rachel goal. Like that's not something that I can accomplish on my own. And being successful in this business is not something I can accomplish on my own. And so when you're setting goals for a team, and I don't ever want to come off as this is a Rachel thing, like this is the Rachel show. This is the Restoration Nation vision, and it will change over time. But for right now, after Summit, I spent some time really kind of nailing down what it was that I wanted us to accomplish this year and for the rest of the year. And I wanted to make sure I'm sharing that because if y'all don't know, you can't either jump ship or jump on board. So we're going to just kind of break those down. And if you have questions about them, please either message me, put it in the chat. We can talk about it regardless. So the big kind of overarching goal that we have for the year is to be an elite team for 2017. That's a really fancy term for top 0.2% in the company. So that basically means we are the creme de la creme of the company of 400,000 coaches. And I think our heart and our hustle, we have exactly what it takes to get there. Why does that even matter? And this question has been posed to me. An elite team, that gives us the ability to share with our followers, with our social media, with our clients, that we are serious about this, that we're not going to flake out, that we're going to be in this for the long haul, but also to show them that we're freaking good at what we do. Like we change people's lives, and that's something to be proud of. And so when you're the creme de la creme of the top of the network, that means that you have changed a lot of lives. And as a team, that is something to be so proud of. Plus, it puts us in the view of our friends and family and following as leaders in the network. So people are going to be more inclined to join you as a coach, to join our team, and for us to be able to grow our businesses through that aspect. So that's why the elite vision. Now, what else? So what else with that? So with that, I want to have 20 plus, this is such a scary goal. Okay, I want to have 20 plus team members of our team from me down, consistently paying for their Shakeology monthly. That means that they are accruing residual income, so where that one expense is at minimum is paid for every single month. So I want our team to be at minimum functioning at that level to where we're paying for our shakes every month. I would love for us to change 40 to 50 lives as a team per month. That's through Success Club. That's through challenge packs. But the number of lives that we could change by the end of the year if we did that, like I kind of broke down the numbers, and if we each brought in, 1 to 3 new people every single month, we could easily hit that 40 to 50 goal as a team. I want to start having leaders within the team step up. So start mentoring those of you who are interested in taking on a leadership role within our team, so that this isn't about me, so that you can claim ownership of Restoration Nation yourself, and we start delegating, particularly into, Elaine is making me dizzy, particularly in going into a season in my life where I'm about to have a baby and I'm super anxious about that. I would love to already be cultivating a leadership team within our team, so that we together can be working on these goals and together can share the responsibility of a team page. That's a role that I stepped into with Commit Crew. Not something I was necessarily ready for, but back when I kind of did that last year, Nate was going through a really tough time in his personal life. And so he actually kind of stepped away from the team page for a lot of months in Commit Crew. And as someone who I'm kind of anal about the way things are done. So I stepped into that role with Commit Crew, but it grew me as a leader, which in this business, if you ever want to get out of the commission trap every month, because let's get real, at some point we don't, you have to be building a team so that you're growing your residual income. Commission sales are wonderful, but I know that we all don't want to be, our paychecks are 100% commission-based. Over time, that should naturally transition to more team-based, et cetera. And I'm still right there in the thick of it with you guys. I have not made that transition yet, but I'm working towards it. So having leaders step up and grow that leadership role is my vision for us going forward. I think it would be incredible to have, and I've already shared this one with you, to have 25 coaches at Summit within our team. So that doesn't mean 25 of my personally sponsored. That means my personally sponsored, you bringing people, you bringing family, whatever that looks like, but 25 people of our Restoration Nation family at Summit in Indy next year. And y'all, we are on track to hitting that goal. We already have like 12 people. We have doubled our numbers for Summit 2018 already within the first couple weeks of us getting back from Summit 2017. So that blows my mind. So excited. I can't wait for those of you who didn't get to go to experience that. So 25 coaches at Summit, but not just that. 5 coaches from Restoration Nation walking the stage representing our team and their team. So that means that we have 5 coaches on our team who have hit 1-star rank or higher, and they can be recognized on stage at Summit. So when I walked the stage, I was recognized as a 1-star diamond coach. So I have 1 diamond underneath me. We currently have 2. So we're in 2-star qualification right now, which is a big deal. There's a 6 weeks time frame in order to qualify for a 2-star. But I want 5 of us, 5 of our people. I want to be able to scream from the mountaintops 5 times at Summit next year because our team is up on stage. So that would be a big deal. And what is this? Why? Because to me, that means that you are hitting your financial goals. And at the end of the day, you signed up to coach because you love helping people. You probably love the community. You love inspiring others and being that change for someone because you had a coach that was that change for you. But at the end of the day, this is also a business. And so if we treat it like a business from going forward, then from a financial perspective, you're going to see the return in your business as well. I like the analogy where you wouldn't take on a second or a third job for free at a restaurant, you wouldn't just bus tables for free, right? So it's the same thing with coaching. Although it's way more rewarding than bussing tables, it is another job. So I want your efforts to be producing something that you're proud of, whatever that looks like for you, whatever your goals are financially. But I want you to be reaching those goals, because at the end of the day, that's what matters to me, because I know how much the financial side of things has changed my life. And a lot of that was retail based. I'm still slowly kind of making that transition to more team cycle bonuses and things like that, but that's taken some time and diligence and efforts and things like that. So how? That's the big question. Okay, so these are awesome goals, right? Is everybody kind of hopefully on board with these goals? Yes, okay, awesome. So how do we get there? So it's nice to have goals, that's great, but if you don't have an action plan on how to get there, then it's kind of worthless, in my opinion. I was actually talking to my mom about this today. It's so neat because my mom's an entrepreneur in a completely different business. She runs a blog, which is a totally different beast on its own. But we were talking about goal setting, and I said, Mom, you have to set deadlines on your goals, and you have to put action steps to your goals, because otherwise it's just a dream. It's just a hope that you're shooting for. So I wanted to give us a couple practical action steps for this vision for Restoration Nation. So for Elite, what do we need to hit Elite for the rest of the year? We are really doing well in like 3 of the 5 categories. To hit Elite, it's broken up into several different ways. I'm not going to get into all of that. If you want to learn more about it, message me and I'm happy to break it down for you. But basically, there's several categories. One of them is based off if your team is hitting Success Club, so how many people within the team hit Success Club. Another one is my personal customers, so people that I'm personally recruiting into our network. Another one has to do with volume, so it has to do with what we as a team are doing from a numbers perspective, because that's the easiest way to measure for Beachbody, numbers. The next category is rank. So in order to be an elite team, we have to be a 5-star team. That means there are 5 of my personally sponsored coaches as diamonds. And then there's another one that's based off my recruiting numbers, so the number of coaches that I'm recruiting. So we're actually doing really well. We are set to max out at the end of the year and exceed 3 of the 5 categories already. If we stay on trend with what we've done this year already, we are set to max out 3 of the 5 categories, which is phenomenal. We are currently ranked number 174 out of 450,000 coaches and teams. So that's a big deal. So we are in the top 200 already. The rank to me doesn't really matter. I hope this doesn't offend anybody, but the rank doesn't really matter to me. I don't care if we're number 2,000 or number 2. If we're elite, that's the goal, not the number. That piece is just bragging rights. So for elite, we need 3 to 4 more new diamonds to rank advanced and hold that rank by November 1st. The cutoff date is mid-November, so I put November 1st as our goal date so that we had some wiggle room. In order to reach that 6-week qualification, if you're hitting diamond in November, you have to hold that through the end of the year. So I figured November 1st would give us a little bit of wiggle room. So we need 3 to 4 more new diamonds. We need to increase our volume through growing our team and changing lives. It's really that simple. If we're, as coaches, working to help people and change lives, all of the rest of this stuff is going to fall into place. And so that starts by power hours, inviting, and all that good stuff. Personally, I have to hit high Success Club numbers each month and high recruitment numbers each month. That's a challenge I'm willing to take if I've got a team that's running with me. It scares me because it's a lot of pressure, but for example, for August, I'm actually running two teams. So I have my personal, me and my business center, and I have Donnie in his business center. So I'm running both of them, which means I have to hit Success Club in both of them, but we can do it, or it's going to be all in for August. So the next piece, so that's elite. The next piece for numbers 2 and 3, which is the have 20 people hitting, paying for their Shakeology monthly, changing 40 to 50 lives as a team per month. Really all that is consistent power hours within our group. Truly at the end of the day, power hours are what get you to your goals. It's what grows your business. It's what stretches you, at what makes you invite and follow up and make new friends and all of that good stuff. So if we can get to a point where we're all doing consistent power hours, then that will naturally all come. The last piece is assigning and delegating tasks into the team page. So for those of you who are interested in learning or maybe even stepping into a leadership role within the team page, I would love for you to reach out to me and let me know. I know 1 or 2 of you already have, which I'm excited about. And so I'm going to start kind of creating a leaders list of those that want to step into that role. You don't have to know what you're doing. I'm going to tell you what to do and help guide you. And then as you go through that, you'll get more freedom. You know, as you grow into your leadership role, you'll have more freedom to share and post and do whatever. It's not going to be a Rachel has to approve everything. It's going to be a Restoration Nation team page. So I really figuring out who wants to take on that leadership role. And these are simple things like, it could be as simple as posting about the National Wake Up Call each week. It could be as simple as running a power hour for the team. And it could be a variety of things, but these are not extraordinary, extravagant things. But that if we can become a well-oiled machine by November, that would be really stellar. So that's my goal. This kid's making me put deadlines on our team, you guys. It's all this nameless kid's fault. So that's vision. That's vision for Restoration Nation. I just want you to know I'm thankful for you as your leader. When you start, particularly, and a lot of you can probably relate to this right now, that first year of the business, you really wonder, are you ever going to attract people like you? Are you ever going to attract other business builders? That was a thing that I faced for like 6 to 8 months. I was like, God, I believe in this vision. I believe in this calling. I know this company is right, but can you please send some people my way? Because I don't know how I'm going to find them. But truly, at the end of the day, all it was running challenge groups and loving on people. That's it. That's the secret sauce of the business, is truly helping people from a sincere place in your heart get results. And those people that are designed to be coaches, which all of you on this call are, which makes me so happy, you thrive in a challenge group. And those people in your challenge groups that thrive in a challenge group, those are going to be your up and coming coaches. And that's how the business works. And I feel like as a team, we are pros at challenge groups. Like that is we do great, and I'm proud of that, and I love that that's our forte, because that's going to be what grows our team to change more lives, and etc. So that's our vision. If you have questions about it, go ahead and chat them, or you can send them to me a message later. I'm going to go ahead and head into Team Cup prep. So this is going to be kind of a brief overview. I do encourage you to stay fully plugged into the Commit Crew Team Cup page. Because they are posting, as leaders, we're all going to be posting a ton of stuff. So don't get overwhelmed by the number of stuff that you see. Just make it a point each day to go in there and take a peek at what's going on in there, even if you don't have your notification settings on. But there's a lot of really good content that's going to be coming your way in that page. So rather than trying to message 10 different message threads, we're just going to put it all in that page. So make sure you're doing that. So the first thing with Team Cup, I've done Team Cup a couple of times, and if you listened to the team call last week with Commit Crew, you kind of know my Team Cup story. I was pushed into Team Cup a month into my business, and my cousin was like, "You're on this team with me because I have to do it, so you have to do it." And I'm really thankful for that, because as scary as it was, as overwhelmed as I was, as fearful as I was, I was pushed outside my comfort zone in a way that I never would have done on my own. And it was another 6 months before another Team Cup rolled around. And I look at Team Cup as a pivotal moment in my business, because it made me believe that I was capable of hitting goals, setting goals and hitting them and being successful. And regardless at the end of Team Cup, whether you hit Success Club or not, whether you hit Success Club 50, whatever your results of Team Cup are, you still invested in your business. And those seeds that you plant within Teen Cup month will serve you well in the months to come as we head into a season. I mean, the reality is that the fourth quarter of the year is the hardest because people, which is really crazy to me because like half of you on this call signed up during fourth quarter. So you can use that on your social media as like the no excuse. I don't make sure you use that because you signed up in fourth quarter, so people can't use that excuse. But so setting goals and dreaming big with your goals. So when I got on my first Teen Cup prep call, I had Maria as my leader. And if those of you who don't know Maria from Commit Crew, she is hardcore. Let me tell you what. She is like, she's an all business, like we're going to do this, like kind of drill sergeant. And I was a new coach and didn't know how to take that. So while it's not my coaching style, in that moment, it pushed me to be bigger and dream bigger than I would have on my own. She was like, you're going to send out 25 invites every single day and you're going to hit Success Club 50. And I'm like, this is only my second month in the business. You have lost your mind. I got off the call and I called Jennifer, my cousin, and I said, what the crap did you get me into? I was like, I cannot do this. But it stretched me. So setting a goal. So what I would challenge you to do is think of Teen Cup month. Think of August. What do you want to accomplish in your business in August? Is it a Success Club goal? Is it a financial goal? Is it a team goal? Is it a rank or, adding X amount of coaches to your team? Whatever it is. And I would challenge you to add things onto that aren't points or finance related. So for me, I've got a couple things on my chicken list for social media. So if you've never done this, I challenge you to do it. I created a list of vulnerable pieces of my life that I know could minister to someone else, but I am too big of a scaredy cat to talk about. And so each month I try to tackle something on that list. I've tackled the closet food addiction, and that post did so well, and people just came out of the woodworks about how they could relate to that. But so one of my goals for Teen Cup is to tackle something on that chicken list for social media. So sharing and inspiring somebody on social media. So these don't have to be Success Club related goals. They can be just normal life, business, social media goals as well. But I challenge you to take some time to set some goals. So let's say you set a goal of Success Club 5, which I think is a phenomenal goal. I'm going to stretch you a little bit, and I'm going to challenge you to reach for Success Club 10, because here's what happens. If you're reaching for Success Club 10 by the end of the month, then you are guaranteed almost to hit Success Club 5. So you're pushing yourself and you're stretching yourself, and you're realizing at the end of the month when you hit Success Club, you're like, okay, so maybe I didn't hit Success Club 10, but heck yeah, I hit Success Club 5 for the first time. Like you can be excited about that, and that's a victory, and it's not a bad thing. So I challenge you to set goals, but to double them, because if you're reaching for this big push month, and I talked about this on the call with Commit Crew, Teen Cup is a month where you go all in with your business. It's not a normal flow of life. You're not going to maintain this insane pace of 30 days for the rest of your coaching career, because you'll quit on September 1st. So that's not what I want, but these push seasons are good because it provides such momentum, it provides community to our team, and it just makes you feel like you're capable of hitting these goals, which seem really scary at the beginning. So set goals and dream big is my first tip. Participate in all challenges. So as leaders, I know Kayla's running a team as well, and I'm running too. We're going to be giving you flash challenges throughout the month, just like we do in our challenge groups. These are going to be, it could be invite focused. It could be, as soon as you see this message, go send 3 invites. Or it could be social media focused. It could be, as soon as you see this message, go put up a transformation post. It could be a variety of things, but I challenge you to participate in all challenges that we give, because it will help take you to that next level. And we're trying to guide you and encourage you and push you outside your comfort zone. That's the intention. So Participate in all challenges, share conversations within your group thread. So there's a group chat for every team that is on Restoration Nation's team. Share conversations that you're having that you're either A, struggling with, B, you don't know how to respond to, C, someone gave you an objection that you want to overcome. Share those conversations, screenshot them and put them in the message chat, and let us problem solve through them together. Because that way you can get multiple perspectives on a conversation. You might have had a coach on your team that has overcome this same objection, and it makes you feel like you're not alone when you're hearing those, and when you're hearing people who give you lame freaking excuses about why they can't join. So share conversations, I already talked about plugging into the Commit Crew team page, and just realize that for this month, you're 10xing your efforts. So if you're not used to having a power hour for this month, commit to having a power hour every single day. If you're used to having a power hour, commit to doubling your invites. So when you set your goals for your month, make sure that you're setting an invite goal every day. Make sure you're setting a connections goal, so people that you just want to reach out to and love on. A social media goal. There's so many different ways, and I have actually a full training on a YouTube video that I can share on the team page about goal setting. So I won't go into that here. But just realize that in Team Cup Month, it's 10xing for a short period of time. So we are head down, laser focused for the duration of August. Last two things. Make it a goal to hit Success Club by the 15th. And I'm going to talk about how we're going to do that as a team. Why would we want to do that? One, it keeps the stress level low. So if you hit your goal, your team goal, so if you don't know already, with Team Cup, you get a personal prize for hitting Success Club yourself, and then you get a team prize if all 5 of your team members hit Success Club as well. And when I talk about Success Club, I really want you guys to remember these numbers represent people. So I have to talk about numbers in order to lead us, and that's kind of a barometer for measuring things. But those 3 people that represent Success Club, they mean something. Those are 3 people whose lives are going to change. And so think about when you're inviting and when you're doing things that are uncomfortable and you're stretching yourself, think back to your 2 points that were your beginning 2 points to your journey that your coach received for signing you up. Had your coach not spoken with you or encouraged you to join or talk to you about whatever, where would you be now had that opportunity not been presented to you in your life? And so every point represents a person and a journey and a life that we as a team get to change. And so I really want you to, in the midst of all this craziness, I don't want the heart of our team to get lost, because that truly is our mission, is to change lives. So just know that when I talk about Success Club, it's only because it's a barometer. It's a way for me to measure the number of lives that we're changing, because those points do represent something. But make it a goal to hit Success Club by the 15th. That means a heavy push 2 weeks. First 2 weeks of August, we're going to go balls to the wall, and we're going to work to hit Success Club by August 15th, because that will give us so much relief for the rest of the month. And if you hit SC4 by the 15th, you only got 1 more person you got to worry about for the rest of the month, or 3 more people you got to worry about for the rest of the month. I have structured my business around this strategy for the last year, and I can tell you the last time that I stressed about Success Club was, June of 2016. I was stressed out, and it was literally the night before the month ended. And when I make non-negotiable goals, it means I don't sleep until that goal is hit, because Success Club is the one way that I was paying for my shakes. And so if I knew that I was hitting that every single month, it had to be done. My family could not afford, we were living off a credit card at the time. We could not afford Shakeology Monthly if I didn't hit Success Club. And so for me, in June of 2016, I had hit Success Club 10. I wanted Success Club 10 because I wanted the paid leads through Beachbody. When you are a certain rank at Emerald, you get paid leads if you hit Success Club 10 and non-paid leads if you hit 5. But that's another training. And so it was down to the wire, that last hour of the month. And I was like I swear there was fire coming from my keyboard on my computer, because I was like, I'm going to message every person that is breathing on this planet right now until I hit this goal, because it was a non-negotiable. So when I was so stressed that last night of the month because I hadn't hit my goal, and I was like, I got a headache and it was just awful. And then the next day you got to do it all over again. So from that point on, I vowed to hit it by the 15th so that I could breathe the rest of the month. I could still work my business. I could still hit higher goals, but my goal is always in the first 2 weeks to hit my Success Club numbers, because I don't want to have to worry about it the rest of the month. I want to be able to be available to my team and help you guys hit your goals, etc. The last thing for Team Cup is have something to invite to, which segues perfectly into our last thing. So have something to invite to. Look at your calendar, create a plan for August. Now, I highly recommend, I thought about running a team-wide free group, and I'm still open to that idea. My only hang up with that is that when we run free groups and I'm the one who's leading them, our clients don't view our team as the leaders. Does that make sense? So that's why when our challenge groups, that's why I like having so many of us leading the daily post, because I don't want it to be the Rachel show. It's Restoration Nation. It's not Rachel Nation. And so with free groups, it's the same way. And people get confused when you're running a free group and it's someone else posting, but you are the one who invited them to the free group, if that makes sense. So think about a free group. That's a great place to start. We're also going to be doing a team-wide challenge group in August, which I'm getting ready to talk about, which I am so pumped about. And so having a challenge group to invite to that will line up perfectly with the Success Club goal is key. So just look at your assignment going into Team Cup is to set goals and break it down for the month, and then create your game plan for the month as far as what you're inviting to each week, etc. We'll offer a coach sneak peek again the third Tuesday of the month, so you automatically have that you can invite to, and then we have this challenge group. So is everybody good with that? Do we have questions you want to chat? If you have questions, make sure to put them in the chat, and I can definitely answer them. I know it's a lot of information, but we don't have team calls very often, just us, so I wanted to pack as much into it. So, all right, now for the fun part, okay? I'm going to try and share my screen, and you're going to have to tell me if you can see it or not, because sometimes these things are really challenging. Hold on. Wait just a second. So I'm going to share what we've been working on. Shoot. Hold, please. Okay, so Donnie and I have been brainstorming together, and you probably saw the post, and God love him, like he can't spell worth a darn, so most of these have spell, just ignore that, like we'll fix it, I promise. He gets an A for effort and being handsome. Okay, so why is it not showing? I don't want whiteboard. Y'all can't see my screen yet, can you? Other than you see my face. Let's see if this does it. All right, can you see my Google Drive? Can I get a thumbs up from you guys? Okay, God, finally. I told you, technology is not my forte. Okay, so I'm going to open a document. Y'all are going to have to tell me if you can see it. So hold, please. Can y'all see face-off tips? Yes? Oh, good. Thank goodness. Okay, so it's called Fitness Feud. Fitness Feud. So a lot of you, hopefully most of you, unless you live under a rock, you probably know what Family Feud is. So Donnie and I were dreaming up ways to grow excitement in our team, to have something fun to invite to, something we can do as a team, something that's a little bit competitive. So for those who like competitions, there's this girl that I follow who's another coach, and this is her, like, she's a rock star at this. And I don't want to do this every single month because it's a lot of work, but it's fun to do maybe once a quarter. So I would love to run these team challenges once a quarter, where together we do a challenge group. I think having Shift Shop has been so nice because we're together again, and I know so many of us enjoy that. So it is called Fitness Feud, in case you didn't know, but prep week will start August 14th, and then we will launch the group on August 21st. So enrollment will end on the 14th. So if we work to hit our Success Club goals by the 15th, then we are money in the bank with this specific group. And that was my intention. I wanted it to line up with Team Cup so that you guys felt like you had something exciting that you could invite to. You're probably hearing. So I'm going to go through some of the things. So we will do a kickoff call, date to be determined, because I want to make sure you guys can be on it. So every person that we invite that decides to jump in with us, we'll do a kickoff call. It's going to be called Face Off Tips. So we'll talk about nutrition. We're going to talk about how to log into Beachbody On Demand. We're going to talk about setting goals in their health and fitness journey, our favorite tips. Maybe we'll have some of us speak and share our story. But it's just something exciting that we can really connect virtually with our team and our challengers through a virtual meeting. So we'll do a face-off tips. We'll also do a graduation call as well at the end of the challenge, where we'll give away all of the prizes and stuff. So that's face-off tips. So the way it will be structured is each coach, hopefully I can find this one, each coach will have their own team. Or if you don't want to run your own team, you can team up with another coach within Restoration Nation. Let me find it. There it is. All right, can y'all see this? The fitness feud with I hate this picture, but oh well. So you're going to have your own team. So there's going to be 10 spots per coach or per team. And we will be friendly competing against each other within our current members on our team. So the nice thing about this, I don't know if y'all paid attention, but when I was doing my 6-week boot camp, I did this thing where I would post an update on how many people had filled my boot camp slots. And I was like, okay, 4 slots left. And I would start sharing names, the first names, of course, not their full name. But I would start sharing names. And it created such a sense of urgency. So if you want to do this, I'm going to need a picture of you against a white wall, because Donnie can cut you out and make your own image, but you'll put this on social media and you'll start giving your countdown, and you'll say, all right, I've got 10 spots. And when it gets updated, you say, all right, only 9 spots left, 8 spots left, things like that. So you have a certain number of spots to fill your team. We'll talk about current challenge groups and how to do that with current challengers in just a second. But that's the way that it'll be structured as far as teams go. Now we'll have a winning team prize. So the winning team, everybody within the winning team, based off the point system, which I'll show you in a second, will get bragging rights and a small gift. And then the person with the most points across the board, no matter what team, they'll get a prize as well. So we can work through some of the details. I haven't hashed out everything. Honestly, I just wanted to be able to present something to you guys tonight. So everyone's going to have a team. We've got graphics like Fitness Feud apply now. Originally, I had enrollments ending on August 7th, but I pushed the group back a week so that we can decide what to do. But we'll have other graphics that you can post. Let me see. As far as the challenge group itself, it's going to be run within the Challenge Tracker app. So it allows me to do multiple admins within the Challenge Tracker. Each morning, we will post a daily assignment, and then it will have a survey question on it. So I've actually been behind the scenes sending out surveys to random people, and it's 30 questions for the 30 days worth of the challenge. And it's just like Fitness or Family Feud, where the top answer you get X number of points, the next answer you get X number of points, and so they can earn points that way. The results from the survey will come out at the end of the day, and I'll show you that what I've been working on as far as the questions in just a second. So that'll be our daily post. The point system, they get points for logging their sweaty selfie in the app. They'll get points for Shakeology. They'll get points for whatever they hit with the daily survey. They'll get points for tagging you in a post about their journey on social media. And then they'll get points for referring a friend to you. So it's just a fun way for us as a team to come together and to have a little friendly competition and to get excited about something to invite to, because people are going to be seeing this, and this is not a Beachbody branded thing. Like, this is a Restoration Nation brainchild, and so nobody else is going to be offering this anywhere in August. So if your friends have other Beachbody coaches and they see you posting about Fitness Feud, they're going to be like, well, I should probably join Heidi's and Daniel's team because, I mean, that sounds fun and I can work on myself and I can get some prizes and have fun doing it. And so that was the kind of the goal behind it. I will be providing welcome packets that you will print off and actually physically mail to your team. So it will basically be like a starter kit. Like it'll have like 5 tips on how to maximize your weight loss, maybe a sample meal plan. We'll work through that, but you'll have a sample, a welcome packet that you'll mail to your challengers that I will provide. And then at the end, every person who participated will get a certificate. And it's going to be something simple that we'll print off as coaches. We'll just fill in their names. But it creates a fun environment for a challenge, if that makes sense. So the last thing, hopefully it'll let me do this. Here it is. Can you see this promo, rachelbaldry.com, the Fitness Feud screen? Okay, so this is what I've been sending to people, and I put it on my social media today, so you might have seen it. But basically, when they take the survey, they have to give me their email address, first of all. But it's name a workout to lift and tone your booty, name a Beachbody program, name a place where people work out, name the most healthy fast food restaurants, name things that look attractive on women but not on a man, so on and so forth. So 30 random questions, name a yogurt topping, but these will be the challenges and the daily assignments, and I'll tally these up so it's fair. But that was the last piece of the puzzle. So, all right. I think I've covered most everything. Let me think if I have anything else. I think I've covered everything about Fitness Feud, about Team Cup, about vision casting. So now I would love to open it up to questions that anybody has about anything. So if you want to unmute yourself or raise your hand, I can unmute you. Who has questions? Go, Cindy. Go, Cindy. All right, you're unmuted.
Okay, so I don't have the challenge tracker. Is that an app or?
Yeah. Yep, it's just an app,
Okay.
and I think it's literally called My Challenge Tracker. You'll have to have Janine's like, yeah, that's it. You'll have to have an invite from me, so when I create the group, I will email you an invite, and then in that invite, it gives you the steps on how to download the app and then create your account. It's actually really nifty. If you've never used a challenge tracker before, I've been in hardcore denial about using it for a long time. Like, I legit hated that thing. It's just another platform to have to worry about. But with this challenge, it tracks their shakes and it tracks their workouts so that I can go to one screen. And for the point system, from a tally perspective, all I have to do is look at what that screen says, and it makes that simple. So as coaches who participate in this, there will be a couple things that you'll be responsible for with your team. If they tag you in a post on social media, you'll keep track of that, and at the end of the month, you'll give me the total. And then I can't remember what else. So if they referred somebody, you'll keep track of that and you'll give me a total. That way at the end I can figure out who won. But yes, challenge tracker it literally is like Facebook, but just not quite as user friendly, honestly. But it forces you to log your shake and your workout, which I really love for 30-day challenges. Does that help?
Yep.
Yeah. You have any other questions while you have the platform?
Oh, I have the platform.
Yeah.
How many? So I know we can have up to 10, but what's the minimum then?
I don't really have a minimum. So that's really up to you. You know, obviously that your odds are going to be a little less of winning if you have less people, but that's not necessarily the case. If you have 3 challengers who log their shake, who log their sweaty selfie, who post every single day and tag you every single day on social media, like they could rack up in points and you could still win with only a couple people. So that's why, you know, if you wanted to pair up with somebody, you could do that. The one thing I didn't talk about was current challengers versus new customers. So I'm really struggling with this, to be honest, because I know that I'm going to post this and I'm going to have 70 people come out of where I want to be in the Fitness Feud challenge. And I'm not doing 7 teams. Like, I'm just putting that out there. And so I'm not going to limit it. I'm not going to say you can't use your current challengers. If you have current challengers that you want to use to fill your 10 spots, you can. Personally, I'm only going to do new clients. And I'm going to run my Restoration Nation group as a Fitness Feud group. So they will be getting everything that this particular challenge group is getting in the challenge tracker. But I'll have the prize structure a little bit different, and it may just be like flash challenge prize type things. But they'll still get it, but I'm not going to put them in this group because it makes things really complicated from a coaching standpoint, if that makes sense. So you guys can do whatever you want. You have 10 spots to fill with your mama, your best friend, whoever you want to bring. Sound good? Okay, Bethany, Cindy, you have anything else?
Nope.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I'm going to unmute Bethany. Wait, where'd you go? Okay, here you are. All right, you have the floor.
Okay, so I'm sorry if you answered this already, but my computer cut out for 30, 45 seconds. So people joining would buy a challenge pack, and is there a specific program they're doing or anything? They just okay.
Yeah,
cool.
It's gonna be a general because I thought people who are doing round 1 of Shift Shop right now could technically do round 2 with this group. We can talk about as a team whether we still want to do a second round together in that group page. We'll work all that out. There's still a lot to hash out with this, but I wanted to make sure that you guys were on board with it first before I spend all this time and energy into the stuff behind the scenes. But yes, they would buy a challenge back, can do whatever program they want, and they're good to go.
Okay, and then when can we start inviting people to this?
Girl, it seems you want to.
Okay.
I started inviting people today. So people
I saw that, and but I was I didn't feel like I had enough information to actually do that too. So
yeah, I started inviting people today. People who were supposed to join my Shift Shop group and bailed or ignored or. And so those are people that I'm following up with that I invited to the August challenge, and I haven't really given them much detail. I am telling them I'm taking pre-enrollment. So since it's going to be 10 spots, I'm going to have 10. If you have 20 people that want to join and it's 20 new customers, then man, let's get you 2 teams worth. I'm more than happy to do that. There's
I can only pray for that.
No cap on the number of teams you can have.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
So hopefully that will help. But do you like the idea, hopefully?
I do. I'm really excited for it. And I know there are some people that they've just made small comments about Beachbody and stuff like that. And I feel like I've only been coaching for a week, but it's been kind of hard because I don't have anything to invite them to right now. So as a teacher, my brain's been turning as of what can I do, because it's back to school. So people are wondering about meal prep, about what do I do about working out when I start teaching again? So my brain had been going in that direction, but if this is something else to invite them to, I think this would be better, because a free meal prep thing is great, but that's also not why I love meal prep, but that's not why I decided to start a business.
Nobody
was to offer free advice for everybody.
Yeah, nobody loves meal prep. I'm just gonna say nobody loves meal prep.
No, I'm actually meal prepping right now because I ran out of food.
So remind me, Bethany, when we get off the call, I actually ran a teacher-specific free group last year. Unfortunately, at that point in my business, I was not nearly as organized, and so I don't have the content in a document, but I can add you to the old page so you can look at how I structured it. And I literally specified for teachers meal plans and all that stuff, so you can have that as a resource. But yes,
cool. That would be super helpful.
I agree. It gives us something to invite to, which I think is probably the number one struggle that people have, knowing what to invite to. I get that a lot and I said that a lot until I started. Kayla's like, that was me this week. Okay, cool. Do you have anything else, Bethany?
That's it. Thanks.
Okay, good. I'm excited. All right. Anybody else that has a question? Janine, let me unmute you. All right. What you got, girl?
I would like the teacher prep page too, please.
You got it.
And also with your with the Fitness Feud, you had mentioned, are you doing a meal plan for that or just whatever program?
They'll have the meal plan. It will come with whatever program they choose. We'll already do a prep week. And Janine, I don't know that you've actually ever even been through a prep week with me. So go into the files tab, and I put it in there. You can look over it, but it's literally each day focuses on, one day is meal planning, how to meal plan. Day 2 is how to meal prep. Day 3 is how to plan out your workouts, how to pick a program, and we go through the whole gamut. I just revamped that whole thing a month or 2 ago. So that is a resource that we'll use. So they'll have meal plans and meal prep, all that at their fingertips.
Okay. The reason I was asking was because of my absolute brand new journey of vegan stuff. I've got to veganize a lot of things. So for people that may be interested in that, I want to think ahead.
Yeah, and I would love to have you help me make our stuff vegan friendly, because at this point it's really not. And I don't know that world. I really should talk to my sister-in-law because she is vegan. That's one of Bethany's close friends. So I really should talk to her, but she didn't really follow the portion fix containers anymore. So, but yes, we will make sure that we have an option for everyone.
Awesome. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, I'm going to mute you. Hold on. Anybody else have any questions, comments, concerns? They're bailing right this second. No? Nobody? Okay, good. That makes me glad. Okay, so if you think of anything after the call, please message me. I would love to start a thread in the team page of questions. So if you have something that you think of, go ahead and post it in the team page and we'll start commenting on that thread. That way I can also use it as a to-do list so that I can make sure that we are prepped and ready to go. We'll do another team call, Fitness Feud focus, to make sure we hash out all of the rest of the details before we actually do all this. But I'm pretty excited about the coming weeks. So I know we probably have some overwhelmed people. We probably have some nervous, anxious, excited. It's okay to feel all those things. Just know that reach out to your Team Cup team, because 99% you're probably all feeling the same thing. So if nobody's got anything, I think we're wrapping up. Everybody good? All right. Thank you guys so much for taking your time to join us. I know it was a long call, so the future calls won't be quite as long. We had a lot to cover tonight, but you're loved and blessed that you are my team, and I'm so thankful for you and all the lives that you're changing. But post questions in the team page, and we'll make sure to make it a good month together. Okay? All right. Bye, guys. Wait. Hold on. If nobody's gone. False alarm. Let's take a picture. I forget. I'm not. Commit Crew always reminds me. I know Heidi's connection, I think, messed up, so she's gone. All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Cheese. I love y'all. Okay, have a good night. Bye.